And to give more context on this issue, joining us in studio right now is Dr. Kalua Green, the chair of the Motorbike Assemblers Association of Kenya, as well as Kevin Mubadi, national executive chairman of the Boda Safety Association of Kenya. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this evening. First, let me get your initial reaction, if you have actually watched that video of the young lady who was being violated on the Wangari Maathai Road. What was your first reaction to that video?
Painful. A situation that should not happen, and one that should never happen to any human being. And I sincerely, most sincerely apologize on behalf of all motorcycle makers. And also I pray that the lady is healed, and even the person who was hurt is healed. So it's a painful situation that should not happen in our country at any given time and under any circumstance. It is a criminal act that must be dealt with as such, with all the law that is required to deal with it without any fear or favor.
Okay, Kevin, can we get a similar response from you? And I assume you've watched the video?
Yes, I've watched the video, and this is so regrettable. As an association, we really regret this. And those people who conduct that, we just call them, they are criminals, and they're not part of the border sector. And we cannot accept to be associated with such like people in this country. First of all, I just want to send my forgiveness call from across the 47 counties. All the chairmen sent their forgiveness.
I was actually going to ask you that question next. I'm glad you're doing it now. Go ahead.
Yes, they requested for forgiveness from His Excellency the President. We are saying sorry from the lady who was assaulted and from all the mothers across the country. We sincerely apologize for the heinous act that happened, and we are going to step up to ensure that we tame the sector. And all the riders, they have seen that video, and they're saying that things should not happen again in this country. And we at the border sector, we are ready to start up and support the government and to ensure all the culprits are arrested and prosecuted so that the lady can get justice. These things should never happen again.
Kevin, I can ask you this. We've had these promises before. What are you going to do differently this time round?
In fact, tomorrow we are going to have the meeting with CS Matiang'i, CS Misheru, Machari, and the IG to ensure that now we put in place proper measures. The registration, we are going, as the President ordered the registration, we are going to start proper registration of all the riders across the country to make sure that they abide by the laws. Also, we are going to step up the sensitization program for all our members to ensure that they know what road regulations and what they are supposed to do.
Dr. Kalua, let me get you in here just in terms of, the crackdowns, apologies. Do you feel that is enough? Because we've seen these threats come up before, but no behavior change coming from the riders themselves.
Victoria, I must say, first of all, Happy Women's Day.
Thank you.
Let's start from there. I think, as I have tweeted previously on this same subject, this is just a sign of so many things, underlying things that are in our society. And I want to imagine that out of these discussions, we are going to look at what are the issues that are signed off by this specific action. The fact that the President has raised this issue to the level that he has, the commitment and understanding that the importance of motorcycles in this country and the role that they play in the economy is a good beginning. Then, what are the underlying issues? And there are several. I hope we can get time to deal with this in a manner that is looking forward to deal with the subject in a conclusive way.
We're actually due for a break, but Dr. just mention one or two of those issues briefly.
Mainly corruption. This is one of the issues that we need to deal with, what they are going through. It's an opportunity to deal quite a lot. There are issues on training that are required, that are very important for these riders. They are charged what they cannot be able to afford. Can you imagine a rider pays 3,050 shillings for a driving license, and you also pay, and those with big cars and trucks and everything are paying the same amount? This is an issue that needs to be looked into. Matters of of what they are going through, the reason why they are rushing every single day, dealing with so many things. They are charged so much interest to buy that motorcycle that you see. The country sells 25,000 motorcycles in a month. 15,000 of them, 60% are on a higher purchase, and at about 3 to 5%. That is 38% per year to 60%. This is something that is rushing them to do some of the things in the way they do. The lack of transport space. The Kenya National Highways that has not created space for the motorcycles. The design of the road is not done with the motorcycle in place. And then so many things. This is why a raft of them.
And you're doing a good job presenting the case for the motorcycle sector. But some would ask, there's a sense in which, or a feeling in which, the entry requirements for those who get onto those motorcycles are too low. You're saying it's expensive. Many Kenyans feel no. We need to make it even harder for people to get on those bikes and
thank you very much. And that is why
briefly,
I am here.
What's your response?
I am not here to fight for what is right, what is wrong for us to deal. I think it is a societal problem, and we need to deal with these issues not only as Boda. Violence is getting deeper in this country. 49% of women between 18 to about 49 are going through this on a daily basis. So we need to separate the actual issues, the violence that is in the country. You've seen in the parliament, people throwing bottles at each other. The leaders of the country are supposed to be the mirror of the society, and therefore when that misses out, you find that many things will go wrong. And I hope this is the discussion that we can have to save us to deal with the issues in the manner that we're not just scratching the surface.
Many of them cultural, indeed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Green and Kevin Mubadi as well for speaking to us. On that note, let's take a short break here on Newsnight.